Alright, today we're going to be talking about cropping in Photoshop, and we're specifically talking about cropping our snowman image. So we're going to start off with opening your BMP file that is saved with your Bryce file, and you're going to go to the crop tool. The crop tool is here. Now cropping, what it will do is it will actually change your image's, I guess, overall dimensions as well. We're going to go to the ratio of 8.5 by 11 by 300 ppi, which is a letter-sized sheet of paper, which is what we use to print on. And immediately, it's going to do it 8.5 by 11, which is 8.5 height, or excuse me, 8.5 width by 11 height. So we've got to change and swap the height and the width. So go to this button right here, which is 2 arrows. Swap that around, and then you'll see this is the interesting thing. This is the rule of thirds. If you were to properly create a composition according to the rules of composition, one of the fun tricks is to use the rule of thirds. You cut your composition into thirds, and where you see these lines of these guides cross over each other is where the interest should be. And actually, Katrina's done a pretty good job of this. I might move this over slightly, and you can move this over slightly if you want to zoom in or out to kind of crop it around, but I would like to see maybe the subject over here, this guy, at one of the points of intersection, okay? One of these 4 points. If you have it dead center, it's less interesting, usually, than if you have it kind of off center and make it more of a better composition. All right, anyway, so as soon as you're done with that, you check it off or press enter, and then you will now see that this has a larger file size, but it is exactly what you want for your print. From here, go to File, Print, and you would print it to the color printer. Now I would go ahead and make sure that you save this also as a separate file. Alright, make sure you change it to, when the printer settings come up, change it to the landscape orientation. If you want to scale to fit the media, you can do that too, to make sure that you've got this whole thing in there. Print, and it should work. Alright, now I'm going to File, Save As, and save this as a separate file. As in Ambalatake Snowman Project Cropped. File, Save As. Cropped. I'm going to put that into my files, into my own Snowman file. So I am stealing this, Katrina, and you can, if you find it on any other media, you can sue me.